And we're recording. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. This is July 10th. My name is Julie Granitz. I am here with the lovely Glenda Robichaux. And we came to you this morning to talk about travel essentials and what are the oils, products that we find to be helpful in our travels.
This is going to be fun. Woo!
You have control over the screen, my dear.
Yeah, my computer was just not. My computer apparently has summer brain also. So today on our lovely agenda, we are going to talk about the July promotions, which again, doTERRA is just so magical, and hope you got in on some of the BOGO fun yesterday. Then we're going to cover our topic of travel essentials, and we will close with our upcoming events. Mm-hmm.
So, product of the month. This month, your product of the month is a 15 milliliter bottle of lime oil. Lime is one of my summer favorites, actually. I love to add a couple of drops of lime with a drop of ginger to some sparkling water and make my own little mocktail. It's very uplifting, boosting oil. It's fabulous for cleaning. It's great in the diffuser. What else do you use lime for, Glenda?
Yeah, it's one that I love to add to my water. Also, I love to use this one a lot if I'm making salsa, adding it, or salad dressing. So it's definitely one that I use internally more than anything else.
A little side note on lime, if you do use it externally, you are going to want to be mindful of going in the sun because it could be photosensitizing up to 12 hours. So the way that you get this guy for free is by placing your LRP order, your loyalty rewards order, between the 1st and the 15th of the month. And if your LRP order is at a volume of 125 or more, they will throw this little guy in your box absolutely free.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
And this is one, you always want to have a backup, It's the same with lemon for me. I always need a backup of it.
And you know what I found? I don't know about you, Glenda, but when I'm like in need of lemon for either flavor-wise or for wanting to clean the goo off my countertops, and I don't have it, I will reach for my lime or my wild orange or my grapefruit because of the limonene in these citrus oils can be really helpful.
Yes, and actually what I do too is I have a little tiny like shelf or like a holder nailed into the wall in my kitchen, and all of my citrus sit right there, right by where my water glasses are.
Oh, perfect.
Too. So, if you're trying to figure out how to get these into your routine more, place them where you're going to use them. Mm-hmm. Just a thought. It helps me for sure.
Keep them handy.
Whoopsie, I think I went too many. And this month, this is so awesome because this is the month that you want this, really all summer, is you can save 10% on our 30 ml spray bottle of TerraShield. TerraShield is our outdoor blend. It is amazing for helping deter all of those little things that are outside just waiting to eat us alive the minute we step out the door. I know that the gnats have been particularly bad in our area, but the mosquitoes are ramping up. I see them out there. So this is a great one to have. I love that it's in a spray bottle because it's really easy to just kind of spritz on before I go outside. This one is also safe for pets and for kids. With my dog, I usually just spray it into my palms and then kind of rub it into his coat, keeping in mind that his little sniffer is way more potent than mine, so I don't ever spray it directly on him, but I definitely use it with my dog. And this is just a great one to have in your purse right now, or if you're going camping. can also spray it kind of around your doorway. You know, if we have a screen door to our backyard, and it gets buggy right around there. So sometimes I'll just spritz it around the entryway. Keep those little buggers out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was up at our camper up north this past weekend, and with all of the rain that we've had and this time of year, it was like walking out into a battlefield. It was pretty awful. So I had my TerraShield and I actually have it, I have it spiked. I have it spiked with some cedarwood, arborvitae, a little extra lavender, eucalyptus. And so that seems to be really helpful with the mosquitoes. You know, they're pretty nasty out there in those north woods. So the TerraShield with a little extra oomph was what I needed.
Awesome. So grab it today.
So the precious petals, if you have been around doTERRA for a while, you will notice that on occasion we have these fabulous enrollment promotions where those of us that are interested in sharing doTERRA with our friends and family, doTERRA likes to give us a little extra thank you for doing so. And this is one of those great months. Now, if you are enrolling your friends or family into the doTERRA lifestyle, helping them to get their own membership, and you enroll two customers or more with two customers with a 100 PV enrollment order, doTERRA will give you a thank you with this 15 milliliter bottle of Kananga absolutely free. Now, we've never had Kananga before, so this is a really exciting promotion. If you enroll 4 customers with a 100 PV order, they will send you a 5 milliliter bottle of jasmine oil. Now, jasmine we have, but we only have it in the diluted touch variety. So this is a full strength bottle of jasmine, which is really exciting. And then if you enroll 8 customers, you'll get a full strength 5 ml bottle of rose. So once again, this rose is undiluted, and it's amazing, amazing aroma. You know, the roller bottles are fabulous, but straight out of the bottle, it's just rocking. So if you enroll 11 customers or more this month, you can actually get all 3 of them. doTERRA will send you all 3 of them as a thank you. Glenda, do you have a little tidbit on each of these oils?
Well, kind of.
On the spot.
So emotionally, these are going to be amazing oils to have in your arsenal. I'm still learning a lot about Kananga, but it comes from the same species as ylang ylang, so it's going to have a lot of those same calming properties. Jasmine is just, jasmine is beautiful. It smells amazing. Jasmine is going to help you kind of let go of stuff maybe you don't need to hold on to anymore. And rose oils actually has the highest vibration of any of the oils. So it's going to be really great at, just helping you feel kind of loved. Whenever I use my rose roll-on, my rose touch, I always put it over my heart because it's just so beautiful, and plus I want to smell it too. Mm-hmm. From the physical standpoint, these 3 oils can do some really amazing things that I don't know how to put into to words. Well,
I know that the rose oil is fabulous for its abilities to help the body fight off certain infections.
Yes.
The jasmine and the Kananga are both great physically for your heart health. So when we think about how interconnected our bodies are with our physical and our emotional selves, I mean, it totally makes sense that they have such a powerful emotional standpoint to them, but they're also great for our physical heart health too.
And something else that I always think of when I think of jasmine and rose is how absolutely precious they are. I mean, I love that they call this precious petals because in that 5 ml bottle of jasmine, it took 21,000 petals of jasmine. And jasmine is so delicate that it needs to be harvested. I think I heard them say they start harvesting around 2:30 in the morning.
Yep.
Because by the time the sun comes out, it starts to dry it out. So it's just fascinating to me how, and I forget how many rose petals go into a 5 ml bottle, but it is a lot. So, if we were able to purchase these, undiluted as they are here in this promotion, I want to say between the rose and the jasmine, you're looking at over $500.
Oh yeah, easily.
So this is really something that is just so exciting. And, I know that you might be thinking to yourself, oh my God, I don't want to do this as a business. And that is not really at all what this is about. It's more about sharing these precious oils with your friends and family. And, if you have questions on how to do that this month, or if you want perhaps Julie or I to just come gather with some of your friends and share our knowledge, we would certainly be happy to do that because this would be amazing to get these in your hands. So let us know if you want to just gather a couple of people and we'll come chat and, get them started too so they can be on their way with essential oils. But this is just really an awesome promotion. And I'm excited, super excited about it.
Mm-hmm. So on to our topic of the day. It's funny, Glenda, I feel like we could have just been, that's like enough for us to talk about today. Cause
I know, I could go on about those, like, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, jasmine, rose.
Well, but we are here today to talk about our travels with essential oils. And, this topic has come to me because over the last couple of weeks, I've spent a week in Jamaica, spent 4 or 5 days up at our camper up north. And so I've been kind of on the road a lot and felt very inspired to share with you how I whittled down my 78 different oils into a nice little travel size container.
Because let's just be honest, you really don't want to go anywhere without these.
Right. But yet, as much as we feel like we need them all, you can really do well with not having every single one of your oils in your arsenal.
Very true.
You may get there and wish that you had them, but that's happened to me before. Okay, so how I travel doTERRA style. When I was getting ready to go to Jamaica, when I get ready to go anywhere, it takes me a really long time. I can throw all of my clothes in a bag, and that I don't really care about. But what takes me the longest is figuring out which oils I'm going to take and which products I'm going to take. So I kind of wanted to break it down for you what I ended up doing this past week.
Awesome. And I am the same way. I think about, okay, where am I going? What could I possibly encounter? What oil am I going to need?
Who am I going with? What might they need?
What might they be bringing if they're a doTERRA person?
Right.
Oh, I love it.
How much space do I actually have? Do I have the full back end of my RV? RV. The full back end for all my doTERRA stuff.
Or perhaps, too, if you're flying, that poses different questions, too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is actually my little bag. This is a bag that I had found off of, I believe it was Oil Life carries these. And it's fabulous because those little the separators here, they are Velcroed in, so you can move them and shift them and scoot them around. When I travel with a diffuser, I will oftentimes put my diffuser right here in the middle spot. But this time around, I used that for my spray bottles. You can't see them underneath there. My Digest Zen deeply rubbed packets, which, by the way, I gave away all of them while I was in Jamaica. And what I cannot live without is my hydrating cream. Now, when we went to Jamaica, we had one carry-on, and then our little backpack for the entire week that we were there. So I did have to condense, and yet traveling with 15 other people, I seem to have an oil for that. Everybody kind of giggled, and yet they still came to me with their little health concerns because they knew that Julie's got an oil for that. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I'll kind of piece apart what I've got. So one of the things that I found super handy and helpful was the travel size shampoo and conditioner packets. When we were in Jamaica, we were actually at a mission trip there. And so we had brought our larger bottles that we had packed for the entire group to share. But then we went to a hotel on our last night. And fortunately, I packed away these little handy shampoo and conditioner packets because the hotel that we stayed at did not offer any shampoo or conditioner. And we had left ours previously behind for the staff of the boys' home that we were staying at. So they were super handy, super helpful for that. They're great. I personally don't need a full thing of shampoo and conditioner when I wash my hair because I feel like there's quite a bit in there. So I can usually use like one packet for 2 washings. But same with the toothpaste. So, but they don't take up any space in your travel bag. The Deep Blue Rub packets are fabulous for personal use or sharing, right? Giving them to those that you run into. And don't forget your little business cards if you are sharing doTERRA because they staple run beautifully to those little Deep Blue packets. And then the Lifelong Vitality Pack. I have learned how well my body does when taking the vitamins on a regular basis. And these super convenient little daily packs have been a really great way to travel without having to fill my bag up with all of the bottles.
I also, too, when you're traveling with other people, it's an amazing time to share these amazing products.
Mm-hmm.
So those little samples really do come in handy because you never know whose path you're going to cross, or perhaps you're traveling with someone who doesn't quite understand to the level that doTERRA is in your life yet, and they will after your trip.
Mm-hmm.
And how amazing all of these things are that we use. So I love all those samples.
So this is one of the things that I absolutely am grateful that I brought with me. We brought the On Guard throat drops, the breathe drops, and the ginger drops. And thank goodness I didn't really need the On Guard throat drops or the breathe drops, but I had them because I'm mom and chaperone of our trip. But the ginger drops came in super, super helpful with the airplane ride, the long, windy bus ride through the mountains. So this was great for any quick tummy aches, pass around, hand off. One of my little travel tips is if it's just me and my family of 4, I will still pack all 3 of these, but I'll do so in a little Ziploc snack size bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love to have them. When I fly, I almost always have a few On Guard throat drops while I'm on the plane, too, just to kind of keep that immune system running with all those germs in that little metal tube that you're stuck in.
And then these, the touch bottles were one of the things that I absolutely was very grateful for. The top 10 oils on the right, there's actually 9 of them in there, but the top 10 that come in your family essentials kit, they're chosen for a reason. They're the top 10 oils that every family should have on hand for any situations that arise. And so I felt very compelled to bring my touch variety of oils with me. because they're easy in a roll-on. When I was traveling with a bunch of people that didn't know much about oils, it's really easy to hand them a roller and say, here, roll it on your forehead, or roll it on your tummy, or roll it on your feet, and it will help you to feel better. Being that they're already diluted, we didn't have to worry about lugging around a big thing of fractionated coconut oil, although I did bring a little carry-on FCO in a 15 ml bottle. But the Touch variety of the 9 ready-to-use essential oil blends there in the larger kit was fabulous. And then the emotional aromatherapy in a Touch variety is really helpful too. Personally, I just brought Forgive, Console, and Peace because I was traveling with a bunch of teenagers, and I felt like Forgive, Console, and Peace was a really good trio for me to bring with them. But you know, they're all fabulous, and we've got a little breakdown on each of them on the next page.
And I just want to add a little something about these Touch roller balls. They're some of my favorites, and so in my purse I have a case that can hold 10 of them that I take absolutely everywhere. So even if I'm just going to the grocery store, or I'm, you know, going somewhere to, I find that I use them when I'm on the go all the time, especially driving. I get a little anxious, so peace really helps. Frankincense really helps. This time of year, lavender and peppermint are amazing if you're hot or you're going to be out in the sun. So I cannot speak highly enough of this Touch line. They're just so user-friendly. And like Julie said, they're already diluted with coconut oil. So it's just, you know, apply and go. So I love them. And you can buy, you can, you know, get them individually if you don't want the whole pack too.
So these are kind of why I chose these 9 out of the Touch oils to have in my go bag. Breathe is fabulous for opening up your airways. Deep Blue is fabulous for your muscles, head tension, any of that comes around. Digest Zen, we know Digest Zen, we love it for any of your digestive issues. Frankincense, great for your skin, great for your sore throat. Great for stress. When in doubt, use frankincense. It's going to be really your go-to. Lavender is great for sleep, cuts, calming. Melaleuca, antibacterial, great for after getting bitten by insects. On guard, immune, energies, skin. On guard, you can use right over your throat also if you've been on an airplane and want to make sure that you're going to stay healthy when you get home. Oregano is fabulous for immune system and skin imperfections, and peppermint is great for your travel sickness and cooling. One of the things that I found when we were traveling, my daughter did end up falling under the weather, I think on our 3rd day there. Tummy troubles, fever, it was not a pleasant sight. So she spent the day in bed, which in 90-degree Jamaican days without air conditioning was not the most pleasant. But I was really, really grateful for having my oils with me because I was able to give her some great treatments. Layering on that oregano and melaleuca was fabulous. Going one step further and doing the whole like flume blend, right? Frankincense, lavender, melaleuca, On Guard, and oregano was FLOOM, right? Yeah, frankincense, lavender, On Guard, oregano, melaleuca.
The L is lemon.
Okay, the L is lemon, but you could also use lavender.
You could.
And I didn't have lemon because I didn't bring it.
Well, there you go. You made it work.
But when you have these rollers, it's so easy to just layer them right on, and they're very effective.
Mm-hmm.
Give that extra boost. And then some other doTERRA hacks, you know, if you chose to bring your emotional blends, because the peace, again, is great for when you're feeling anxious. It's also great for fertility and afterbirth support.
we were putting these together. I was like, that will tie in nicely.
Not really what I was thinking, but it does have some great oils in it that are anti-bugs. So if you're traveling and you don't have your TerraShield, grab your Peace Oil. Console is great for helping you to feel comforted. It's also great for skin repair, edema, tummy troubles. But it's also great for like if you've been out in the sun for too long. Great to help you sleep at night. Forgive also has some great oils for anti-insect while you're traveling and helps to open up the airways, have that respiratory support. Motivate, great for those headaches, digestive support, focus. Cheer, great for that monthly time, which, you know, traveling with what we had 16 of us and 12 of us were women, there was definitely some hormonal shifts and changes that people were not expecting that were occurring while we were together. So having some oils for that was really helpful in our little dorm too. And then passion, when you're feeling overly tired from maybe jet lag or working too hard while you're out and about, passion can be a great way to bring back that zest for your travel, for your life.
Passion also has a lot of oils in it, like ginger and cardamom, that would also help with digestive support as well. So you've always got something. Just grab an oil. Grab an oil and go.
So as I was talking about, I can throw my clothes that I need in a bag in like 5 minutes and go. But my oils, where I'm going, what I'm going to do, who I'm going to be with, really affects what I feel like I need to bring. I usually sit there with all of my oils in front of me and then the bag that I want them all to fit into and figure out what it is that I'm going to bring with me. These are some of those that I chose to bring with me and why. So cedarwood is a fantastic oil for anti-bugs, and it's great to add to your bug spray. It's great to add to a spray bottle and spray down your bedding. So unfortunately, when we travel, we don't always know who has been traveling there before us, and bed bugs are no joke, man. They're not fun to deal with. So taking your cedarwood and a spray bottle with water can be really helpful for keeping bed bugs off your stuff. I learned this from a travel tip from my favorite airline, what are they called? Not airline hostess.
Flight attendant?
Thank you, flight attendant. Spraying the bedding with bed bugs with cedarwood. Spraying your luggage with cedarwood helps with that too. You can also diffuse it at night for sleep. Like I said, add it to your bug spray. Marjoram is one of my favorite sleep oils. It's also great for tummy distress, muscles, and respiratory issues. Arborvitae is fabulous against bugs, viruses, and it's very, very grounding. So this is one that I layered on with for my daughter when she was feeling under the weather. Jasmine is what I use the jasmine roll-on underneath my eyes. And I found when I was out there with the women and hormonal shifts were occurring, I found that jasmine rubbed on the inside of the ankles and then a drop of yarrow palm underneath the tongue was just what we needed to help with some of those hormonal headaches that occurred. So that was fabulous. Yarrow palm is something that I brought with me for more of a skin renewal and healing. And it was fabulous because we had some heat rash going on. And so we dropped some yarrow palm with lavender and melaleuca with a little FCO and was able to rub that right on the heat rash areas. And it healed up really quickly and really nicely. Copaiba is always something in my back pocket for pain, nerves, relaxing, and immune system. Black pepper was fabulous for inflammation. It's very warming. I like it when I'm camping because I can whip up a quick salad dressing or marinade. Basil is something that I love when I'm traveling to a warm place because I can put a drop of basil with some citrus oil into a thing of water, and it helps to kind of cool you from the inside out. It's also great for adrenal support when you're going. Spearmint is also cooling. Add a drop of spearmint, a drop of basil, and some tangerine oil to your water, and it kind of tastes like you're drinking a mojito.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Green mandarin is a fun citrus oil that I like to bring when I'm traveling to a sunny area because it is skin safe. You don't have to worry about the photosensitivities. Grapefruit is great for your water purification and uplifting. Cypress, it is something that I like to put on my bladder when I'm getting onto an airplane or in a long road trip, because it helps the bladder not to feel so maybe anxious, and it helps to hold the time that you have to use the bathroom longer. And then ginger is a must-have, and I actually like to use it in an inhaler stick. And so I put a couple drops of ginger in that, and it's great for going up or coming down in that airplane with the turbulence. And then I like to add it with my lime oil for a nice travel mocktail.
Awesome. And then some of my favorite add-ons. Basil is a must-have when I fly. I find that it's really helpful for putting behind my ears, either during the flight or after the flight if my ears are still kind of popping or not popping. Serenity, a lot of times when I travel and if I'm sleeping somewhere new, I have a lot of trouble kind of getting to sleep. So having Serenity either to put in the diffuser that I've brought along or to put on my feet or, rub on the pillow. I like to have lemon. Lemon is just one of my must-haves also to be able to drink in my water. I think too, a lot of the times when you travel, you might not know the area. You might not be sure, if you're in a hotel room and you're just grabbing some tap water in a pinch. I like to be able to add some lemon water just to, know that it's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Helichrysum. It's one of my favorites. It's amazing for pain and discomfort. It's also a really great first aid oil to have for any kind of cuts or scrapes to put on to help with that as well. And Peace. Oh, Peace. And I usually have my Peace Touch, the roller ball. It's just, I find it so calming and grounding. It also really helps me sleep too. So it's another great one that I put on my feet sometimes when I need help kind of calming my body to go to sleep. And also, I know Julie had Copaiba on her list. It's on mine too. I mean, when in doubt, use Copaiba. It really helps me with digestion sometimes. It's a great immune booster as well. It's just one of those you want to have on you always. And I really, I'll also sometimes bring some of the Copaiba soft gels because I've been finding that I've been using those before I go to bed at night too, that have really been helping with my sleep also. And Correctex. Oh my goodness, somebody just told me another way to use Correctex yesterday that I had never thought of. But it's great for cuts, scrapes, burns. It's great for if you get dry or cracked heels. It's great for dry lips. It's great for nosebleeds. Somebody told me they put it under their eyes actually to help them look less puffy. It's like magical ointment that you should just have with you all the time. So those are some of my must-haves when I travel. But I'm much like Julie when I am starting to pack. This is where I get hung up. I'm like, what oil am I going to want? But so what I end up grabbing for is trying to grab the oils that I know are the most versatile and that will cover many different things. And I mean, I'm not going to lie. As soon as I get to wherever I'm going, my destination, I think of, oh, I really want this oil. it's just inevitable. We have too many to choose from. But just thinking about what you can pack that will really help you in a number of different areas. And again, like we said, it depends on where you're going, how you're getting there, if you're traveling by plane, train, car, who you're traveling with. If it's other doTERRA people, it's really awesome because somehow between all of you, you'll somehow have everything you need, which we seem to be pretty good at. So just some thoughts of what I like and what Julie likes. It's kind of just fun to see what our differences are. Something that we've done in the past, especially when we go to convention, and I think this is so cool. Everybody pulls out their little, bag that's got their oils. And, when you have a different assortment of oils together in a little bag, they kind of make this magical smell all their own.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so cool that everybody smells so different. We're also different in what we grab and what we like and what we know works for us. So it's just one of those little quirky, awesome things I love about the oils.
Well, and if you're new to oils and you don't really know what's going to be versatile or what to use for this or what to use for that, and maybe you don't have all the oils or you don't want to bring all the oils that you have, I would highly encourage you to get an app for your phone or one of the little booklets that has in it the ways that you can use the different oils, because it might give you an opportunity to say, okay, I have basil oil with me. I know that I'm going to want it for my ears when they're popping on the way down off the airplane, but maybe what else can I use it for? And open up that app or open up that book and see all of the different ways that you can use these oils, because as Glenda said, they are super versatile. And it's one of the beauties about essential oils is that, you don't have to have the absolute perfect one oil for that one ailment. You can use your oils for a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
So some little travel tips on how to carry your oils and what you can utilize them for. The On Guard hand sanitizing mist and the TerraShield are super convenient for when we're out and about. And I love this. These are the carabiners that come with our kids roller kit that came out a couple years ago. Just put right onto the caps of the On Guard and the TerraShield. So that's a super handy way to use them while you're hiking or traveling or at the park or whatever. And the image on the right here, these are empty 30 ml spray bottles that doTERRA has in their back office. And this is what I chose to travel with. I actually brought with me 3 empty bottles and then the oils that I talked about. And it allowed me to get through airport security without the extra water, the extra liquid in my little carry-on case. And I was able to just add the oils right in there and then water from the tap. And it made a fabulous peppermint cooling spray for us while we were out in the play yard there. And then the cedar wood spray for the mattress. And I just like to be prepared. So I brought an extra one. Never used it, but you never know what you're going to need. So you can get those right in your back office in a 3-pack.
I love that too. Also, if you upcycle and you are a fan of the On Guard hand sanitizer or TerraShield and you've already gone through those and you have empties, you could just reuse those too.
Yep, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So other oil supplies you can get at doTERRA.com. Like I said, they've got those spray bottles. They've got all these little sample sizes, which make for fabulous ways to bring those kind of oils that you may want to have but don't need a full bottle, right? Like the helichrysum or the basil, you may only need a couple of drops. So those little sample sizes make fabulous travel companions. The roller bottles, the empty roller bottles on the far left-hand side of the screen there, if you just have your family essentials kit or your home essentials kit and don't have any of the touch varieties, you can make your own. So get yourself some empty roller bottles make your own diluted touch bottles that are really easy for travel, really easy to use. Another thing that I had heard, and I haven't actually tried it yet, but I've heard that the soft gels, like your Copaiba soft gel, your Digest Zen soft gel, your Serenity soft gels, those will fit inside of a roller bottle without the top, without the roller cap. So if you're wanting to just bring, 4 or 5 of them, pop them on in there and stick it right in with the rest of your roller bottles.
Awesome idea.
Yeah. And then diffuser. I almost always travel with a diffuser. When I was traveling super light for our trip to Jamaica, I just brought our aroma clip that we had gotten for Father's Day. And I knew that we were going to have fans. And so I clipped it right onto the fan.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a great way to get that, the diffuser for the bathroom when things in the bathroom got gross, and great for putting over the bed when I wanted to sleep at night. So it was a great way to add that. And then, they're great for the car or whatever. The most of our diffusers, I think, are pretty travel friendly. But this particular one, the Aroma Light, I think was toted as a travel diffuser. So it's very square in shape, and the cord fits nicely inside of it when you're wrapping it up and wanting to take it with you.
So that is just some of our travel tips. I hope that you found some of this not too overwhelming, but interesting, and gave you some good ideas for your own ways of travel. Something else that just occurred to me in looking at this picture is peppermint beadlets. We have many different forms of peppermint, and sometimes, you really need just the pure oil versus the roll-on. But the beadlets are kind of awesome because in a pinch, you can squeeze them with your finger to get the oil if you wanted to apply the oil topically. Just another little tidbit for you.
Pinch in a pinch.
And it wouldn't take up much space to pack that one.
Mm-hmm.
But
and truly, these oils really don't take up much space.
No, they don't.
They really don't. We're really fortunate.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes, our upcoming events. So next week's webinar, we will be back and we will be talking about Purify. And if you saw anything yesterday from doTERRA or on social media, you know that doTERRA did a BOGO. It was buy turmeric and get Purify free. So we're going to put a little spotlight on Purify and talk about its awesomeness. And then on Sunday, July 14th, Julie will be doing a Symphony of the Cells class at Unwind Within at 2 p.m. That class is amazing. Symphony of the Cells is all these different protocols for applying the oils to help with a plethora of conditions. Tuesday, July 16th, join us at Unwind Within, and we will be doing a make and take for your aches at 7 p.m. And then our monthly business meeting will be pushed back a week due to travel. I won't be in town this Saturday. So Saturday, July 20th, we will be doing our monthly business meeting via Zoom at 8 a.m. If you're interested in joining us for that, let Julie or I know and we'll get you the link. And then Monday, July 22nd, I will be doing a summer essentials class at Thrive Chiropractic in Minnetonka. And that's at 5:30 p.m. And within the building that Thrive Chiropractic is in, there is a Dunn Brothers that has a community meeting room. That's actually where the class will be. And then Thursday, July 25th, I will also be doing another summer essentials class at my house at 6:30 p.m. So we hope to see you. There will be more in August and September, I promise. I know July is looking a little light with stuff, but we're just resting up and gearing up for the fall.
Absolutely. And you know what? Don't hesitate to reach out, as Glenda had stated earlier in the webinar here. We are available for you. So if you have a desire to learn, if you have friends or family that is interested in learning more, we are more than happy to meet up at a coffee shop, do something small, and help your friends and family to get educated on essential oils as well.
Yes, so have a wonderful day, and we hope to see you next week.
Bye.